Good day. In this presentation, I will present a summary of my reference book, The Good and the Right by Robert Oddy, followed by a review of the book, a discussion of 10 philosophical sources related to Oddy's theory, and finally my own claim. Here's the summary of my reference book. Robert Oddy's The Good and the Right offers a contemporary defense of ethical intuitionism. Oddy proposes Kantian intuitionism, a theory that combines W. D. Ross' idea of prima facie justice with Kant's emphasis on respect for persons. Oddy argues that some moral principles such as promise-keeping, non-maleficence, justice, and beneficence are self-evident. These principles are known through rational reflection rather than empirical observation or moral rules based solely on consequences. He further claims that moral duties are grounded in human dignity, meaning that persons possess intrinsic worth which gives rise to moral obligations. Through this framework, Oddy attempts to preserve moral objectivity without appealing to moral relativism. Here's the review of the book. The book is philosophically rigorous and succeeds in defending moral realism against skepticism. Oddy's integration of Kant and Ross gives intuitionism a more systematic foundation than earlier versions. However, the theory has notable limitations. Moral self-evidence depends heavily on rational agreement, yet persistent moral disagreement challenges this assumption. Additionally, while Oddy explains why moral duties exists, he offers limited guidance for solving conflicts between competing duties in real-world situations. Thus, while strong as theoretical framework, the book is less effective as a practical moral guide. These are the review of 10 scholarly sources. Several Western philosophers support Oddy's position. Schaffer Landau argues that objective moral truths are knowable through reason, reinforcing Oddy's moral realism. Humer similarly defends ethical intuitionism by claiming that moral intuitions provide prima facie justification. In contrast, Mackey rejects objective moral values, citing widespread moral disagreement. Bernard Williams criticizes rationalist ethics for ignoring historical and social contexts. From a virtue ethical perspective, Nussbaum emphasized emotions such as compassion in moral reasoning, complementing Oddy's rational reflection. Non-Western traditions challenge Oddy more directly. Confucius grounds morality in ritual practice and social harmony rather than self-evident principles. Mencius supports moral intuition but emphasizes emotional cultivation. Santideva bases ethics on compassion and reduction of suffering rather than human dignity. Nagarjuna questions intrinsic selfhood, undermining Oddy's Kantian grounding of duties. Together, these sources both reinforce and challenge Oddy's intuition. And here is my personal claim. My claim is that Oddy successfully defends moral objectivity, but his reliance on rational self-evidence alone is insufficient. Moral understanding is more convincing when rational reflection is combined with emotional development, moral cultivation, and social context. Therefore, Oddy's theory is most effective as a meta-ethical defense against relativism, but it must be supplemented to guide concrete moral decision-making. That's all, and thank you so much for listening.